midnight. Smiling arms wide open, run across the lawn like a crazy dog, barking like a fire alarm. I jumped in the car and said, boy, you better fly. Said, don't you worry, I got a story to tell. We got caught, we were gonna catch hell. Alexa, volume 2. Hey, hey girl, hey. How are ya? It's Thursday, Throwback Thursday. I'm coming on to do a look, red, white, and blue. Yeah, so wondering how everybody's doing on Thursday. I'm in the Northwest, the Pacific Northwest in the state of Washington. And it's gonna be a hotter than heck weekend. So like, we don't tend to get really hot on my side of Washington, which is Southwest Washington. But dang, it's gonna be like over 100. We really don't get that hot very often. So that's one blessed thing about living, you know, in the Pacific Northwest. But this weekend it's gonna be hotter than heck. So I thought I'm gonna come on and do my makeup. I'm gonna go for a walk while it's like still a normal temperature. And then yeah, that's what I'm gonna do today, because I don't think I'll want to go out in 100 degrees to do a walk. So say hey, if you're watching me live, give me some love, guys. I need hearts, comment, say hey. If you engage with me, give me some love, then Facebook will show my video out more. So I really could use that from you if you're following me. So if you are watching the live, again, you're going to see that red button up there that says you're watching live. So if not, you're in the replay, and hey, thank you for coming on and watching. It'll probably be long because I have nothing on my face except primer, and so come back later and just look at the final look, or just kind of scroll through and, you know, and check it out. What I wanted to ask was what your favorite 4th of July like food is. So I'd like to know that, if you could comment what your favorite thing is. Is it like hamburgers, hot dogs, potato salad, or corn on the cob, steak, lemonade, beer? Yeah, so in the comments, guys, what's your favorite? What is your favorite food or drink on 4th of July? I think I like everything. I just, you know, I'm a foodie. I love food. I'm trying to think. I just love everything. So not real big on hot dogs. Hamburgers are good, or like turkey burgers. Yeah, right. I know those are gross, but you get used to turkey meat. So again, that's what I want to know from you. Again, what's your favorite? So corn on the cob. So it's great to see a child with missing teeth eating corn on the cob. I have a great picture of my son eating corn with 2 missing teeth. It's the best. So memories, because that only happens once in their lifetime. So we'll just go ahead and get started. Again, say hey, hey, hey. Let me know if you're watching. Oops, I'm just dropping stuff all over the place here. I'm out of room, guys. I'm like out of room with my vanity. Let me get a makeup wipe here. I always need a makeup wipe to wipe off my brushes and clean my fingers. Okay. So, voila. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do my brows for you today. As you can see, the lesions on my microbladed brows are still there. They're not raised anymore. They're getting better. I'm using the topical, you know, medicine that the doctor gave me. My tattoos, I believe, caused an autoimmune illness. So if you guys, you put anything into your body, which tattoo ink is not really regulated, and regardless, it's a foreign body, so it caused, I feel like with my research, I'm a nurse, I feel like that caused or triggered an autoimmune illness. So just like breast implants, there's a such thing as a breast implant illness. Again, it's you're putting foreign body into your body, and your body's immune system reacts. So yeah, this is what I get. And I have it in my lungs, I have it in my chest, and I have it on my other tattoos here. But these are like, oh my God. So we'll take them off. I don't want my glasses to fall on the floor. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I've got a couple little tricks here. This is the CC Cream Primer, and it's a green primer. And I'm gonna put it on my brows, right on my brows, because I can see flesh. After my makeup is done, I can see my own flesh peeking through, and I found that this is really helpful in covering that up. So well, this is crazy, but it looks crazy, but the outcome is worth it. So, and I'm just gonna kind of put it on like a line across my face. This is amazing stuff. It's a pretty new launch with Farmasi. And I'm going to put the other color, the purple one. So this neutralizes red. It's not a concealer, so remember that's not going to like hide or conceal any redness, but it's going to help to kind of neutralize it. So, and here we go. So again, favorite 4th of July nummies. What's your favorite? It's been a while for me to really think about that. I like potato salad a lot. That's yummy. And macaroni salad. And I actually make a delicious, I can make both of those. A macaroni salad that I make is delicious, but nobody eats it. So why bother? I mean, I have the picky boys. I'm a boy mom. I've raised 5 boys. 3 are adults now, and 2 are still at home. They're 11 and 12. And then I have the pickiest husband on earth. So if I make macaroni salad, it's because I'm gonna have company over, but I can make a pretty darn good salad. But then it's in the fridge for days. So a lot of work. And so again, if I'm gonna make it, it's gonna be for a reason. All right, guys, so that is the that is the green CC primer, and it neutralizes red. Again, I put it on my eyebrows because after my makeup is done, I don't want to see my own flesh popping through. And then I'm gonna brighten kind of this area with the purple CC cream primer. This is new as well. These both launched, I don't know, like, was it May? But these are amazing. So again, this primer is green. Okay, it is. You can't see it when I get my makeup on. And this is purple. So this helps to brighten skin, and it helps to neutralize like yellow. And as you can see, like, my eyes are yellow. I don't really care because I'm gonna put shadow on them. But the skin here is, you can see I have pink and I have yellow as well. So, but this is purple, and this brightens your skin. And I really like the look of it as well. So, and I'm just gonna kind of put it places that I want to be bright. I don't want to be like, you know, a star in the sky where everybody can see me. I don't want to be shiny or anything. This doesn't make you shiny. It just kind of brightens your skin. It's a primer, so you put it underneath. And I found that just kind of tapping it in, it works great that way. Is you do want it to, you know, kind of stay where you're putting it. So I worked this morning, and you know, guys, it was a good day. It was a pretty good day. Everything clicked today. I can't complain. I know that I've been so frustrated. I think it had a lot to do with that Mercury retrograde that was present, and that really really affected me this time around. I was a mess. I wasn't sleeping, and yeah, so, but I feel better. I feel much better. Okay, so we're gonna put that on, and this is not the final look, okay? So stay tuned. I'm gonna go ahead and put my brows on now. Let me know how you're doing today, guys. What do you got planned for the holiday? I've made myself available to work because I gotta get in as much as I can right now. I'm gonna be going to Texas soon, and I have an ill family member, so I'm gonna go down there and just be there and help, and you know, I don't want to divulge any privacy, but cancer frickin' sucks. So I was given a second chance in life myself because they thought I had lung cancer with this sarcoid, guys. So I'm just there's so many people afflicted with cancer right now in my life. A couple have passed on. Yeah, so anyway, so I'm getting all the hours I can in so I can head to Texas and you know, be there for my loved ones as best I can. You know, what do you do when somebody has this? You just support them as best you can and help. I want to be there now, but I can't because I can't afford it. And of course, that comes down to work and the control that they have over you. So I'm doing this because I want to be in control of myself. I've lived my whole life being controlled and a prisoner of employer, creditors, a prisoner. Yeah, that's good. That's true. So I'm doing this right here as a business. I'm an influencer for Farmasi. Farmasi is a natural and clean cosmetic and skincare company, guys. It is one of the biggest cosmetic manufacturers in Europe. They actually reside in, well, the factory resides in Turkey, and Turkey is well known for the quality of their cosmetics and skincare, guys. So Alexa, volume 2. Alexa, volume 1. So I'm happy, I'm grateful, I'm amazed at this company. And who does this? Who comes on here and does this at 53 years old? That's me. I went to school the first time I went to beauty school. And I didn't end up doing that because I got pregnant with my second child as I finished school. And I didn't want to inhale, I didn't want to be exposed to the chemicals that comes along with being in a salon, you know, or a nail salon per se. I just didn't want to be exposed. I didn't want my baby to be exposed to that. So I was afraid, and I decided that I was going to go to nursing school. So I went to nursing school, and you know, again, it's treated me well. It's treated me very well. I've been a servant my whole life, helping others, so that just fit in perfectly for me. Now, I've been doing that well over 20 years, and it's time. It's time that I, you know, go back to my passion, what I want, my yearning, my intuition, my purpose. And, you know, again, beauty is where it started years ago. So, again, with this company, the opportunity is unlimited. And as a matter of fact, for the first time since Farmasi came to the US 2 years ago, they've cut their cost of their starter kit to $9.90. So they have for the rest of this month. They haven't done that before. So now's your time. If you've been watching me, if you are courageous, if you want something more for yourself, your family, whether it's gas money, whether it's groceries, paying a bill, vacation, I got you right here, guys. You have to be courageous, and you can't be ran by fear. You know, again, if you can do that and are coachable, you got this. You don't, you know, again, you got this. You don't have to come on and do your makeup all the time. You can learn. But again, that's where it's at. That is where it's at. So get with me. Get in my inbox, guys, if you're curious. I will help you. My team will help you, and we will have a great time. I'm not kidding. It's fun coming on here. It's really fun coming on here doing this. And, you know, over the years, I let myself go. We had 3 boys. I've been with Pat since I was 17. I've been with Pat since 1984. Yeah, I am 53, so I'm not no spring chicken, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You don't have, there's no age requirement or anything in order to do this. But so I've been with Pat since I was 17, and so we first had 3 boys. And then when our youngest at that time, Matthew, was 10, 11, and we had the older brothers, Pat and I started going out again. And we were going out like to the bar, not all the time. And he was working in Seattle, so when he came home on the weekends, and we were up in Spokane at the time, and so Pat would come home on the weekends. He was working for a big roofing company, and they housed him up in Seattle, and then he got to come home on the weekends. So we missed each other, and we were going out, and we were, you know, having drinks, and then after that, you know what happens in the bedroom. So anyway, I got pregnant. I was 40, guys. I was 40 years old. So that was son. Okay, so I'm gonna say, you know, I have 5 sons, but I was devastated when we had the ultrasound. I was devastated. I already had 3 boys, and I like, oh my gosh, it's got to be a girl. It has to be a girl, and it wasn't. So I was really just devastated. But who doesn't love babies? Who doesn't love children? So I mean, you know, I was just kind of devastated because it wasn't a girl. But it's all right, because, you know, babies are the best. Babies are just, I love them. So so after Riley was born, we got to thinking that because there was 11 years between Riley and our 3rd son, we decided to really try for a girl this time. I have 5 boys. I did not count on it at all. I just was, you know, again, we did it so that Riley, who, you know, would have a sibling his age and wouldn't have to live, you know, again, his childhood as the only child, kind of, because the other boys were older. So so we did that, and we got Reese, and I did not get attached to the fact that, you know, we were hoping for a girl. It was our intention, and it was a boy, and it was Pat's turn to be devastated that time. Seriously, he was too, because he swore he, you know, did the right thing, that, you know, and I was 41, guys. So I was no spring chicken, and I'm damn lucky that my eggs were not old, that I didn't have a Downs baby, or because when you're, you know, your eggs, they age too, and then they're, you know, again, there's that Down syndrome, and there's always other, regardless of how old you are, there's still always other problems that can arise from pregnancy. So I just, you know, I was so lucky, and they're healthy, and they're 11 and 12 now, and I wouldn't change it for the world, although I should be an empty nester right now, because Matthew is, how old is Matthew? Is he 24? I think Matthew's 24. He's the next son up, and he made us a grandparent. He made us grandparents a year ago with a girl. So I finally got my girl. And she's like, is she 15 months now? Almost 15 months. And she's walking and talking. And that's the son. Matthew is the son who, he was 11 at the time. He had a hard time adjusting to Riley and Reese when they came along, because Matthew was always the baby, and he didn't want anything to do with them. I mean, he didn't hate them or anything. He wasn't willing to change diapers or do anything like that. Ricky was, and Ricky's son number 2, and Ricky is 26, and he just got married in September of last year in the COVID pandemic, and with a heck of a smoky sky. There were major wildfires last September here in the Northwest, all over, because the smoke just came in. And so he got married, and he is a nurse. He's an LPN, and he is planning on going back to finish his RN just like Mom. And I went that route too with school. Well, my intention wasn't for LPN, but I ended up having another baby. Imagine that. I've got 5 of them. But I didn't let that, I didn't let that detour my goal to get my RN. And I did, guys. I was a high school dropout. I was a partier. I grew up in Los Angeles. I wasn't promiscuous or anything like that. I was a naive girl, and was raised by my father, and he remarried when I was like, oh gosh, 12 or so, and it was just not a good thing. It's very hard. And you guys may have an understanding of this, but it's very hard to have a blended family. It's very hard. And some people just, I don't know that I could do it, in essence of, you know, other kids that, you know, stepbrothers. Anyway, it's very hard. So I'm so glad that I'm not in that position right now. And I hope that my kids, again, have longevity in their relationships, and of course they have to be happy, but yeah. So anyway, I did not know my mother, my birth mother, and my sister. Well, she was a little busy. The parents went on a camping trip, and she threw this party. And she was 16. So she threw a party at our house, but we were supposed to be spending the night at a friend's house. But instead, the party was planned, guys. Yeah. So she planned this party, her and Kelly and Rachel, all a part of it. I was probably a part of it too, but she didn't want me around at that age. My sister was like, I was a pain in the ass to her then. We were just like 18 months apart. And this is my sister who just died in January. So, yeah, so she threw this big old party, and I was present. and then she got caught. So after the party, before the party was over, I went back to where I was supposed to be with my friend. And she did too, but the house was a mess. So it was evident that it went down on that Saturday night, I think it was. Friday or Saturday night. It was evident that there was a teenage house party. So she got shipped to our maternal grandparents here in Washington, actually, and this is why we're here. We're here because this is where they came to retire, and we loved it up here, so we moved. But anyway, yeah, so she found my birth mother, and she moved in with her she went back to California. And I found out, and I asked to come too. And so I was allowed to do that. And I don't know if that was, I mean, you can't change anything. And I just, that's when the party started for me. So she let me quit school. My birth mother let me quit school. I should have been like in the 11th grade. So again, I was meant to amount to nothing, according to certain family members. So, that was really, 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 bothersome to me, what people thought of me. And, at the time, I was young, so I didn't think about it until after I had Michael. Pat and I had Michael. And then I really started, it really started to get to me. I didn't want to be poor. I knew I could never be rich financially. I'm talking money. But so I decided then I wanted to go to beauty school. And I did. It worked out different. So my purpose has always been to help others. And with pharmacy, for one thing, I've helped my own self-esteem and my own fear, my own confidence level. When I put makeup on, I feel transformed, and to do it online is amazing. And who would have thought that someone would come on here and do their makeup? But when it makes you feel good, and when you make others feel good, it's a win-win situation. But I'd have never done that. I'd have never done that before. I had very low self-esteem. I couldn't bear to think about what people thought of me over the years. So I was, a mess, mentally, emotionally a mess. And I still have a lot of, mental, I guess PTSD, but it doesn't cause me to not be able to function. I had a time in my life where, with all these kids that I've had and not having a mother, that, am I doing this right? What am I doing? I don't know what a mother is, and I don't have any. There was no mother there for me. My mother and my dad divorced. My brother, who was 18 months younger than me, was in diapers, and so I could have been 3, the last time. But I don't have any mommy. There's nothing there. It's a void. So it really plagued me for years when I had my own kids. I can't explain it. And the only one who would understand that is somebody else who went through the same life. And it's not fair. And I swore I would never do that to my kids. And I've kept that. I didn't want it to be a generational curse, because how easy could that be, you know? And so it just wasn't happening with me. I didn't do it. So anyway, I'm just a normal person now. I've had my days of partying and fun. Quit school. Was a, you know, not something I wanted to be during those years where most young people went to college right after high school, and they had their crap together, buying houses, buying cars, and I didn't do that. I didn't do that until later. So, you know, again, I can't make any change. It was an experience. I don't really think I had any guidance either. Like any kind of like college planning, or it just wasn't there. So I have done that for my kids, and one of my sons went to college and is still pursuing, you know, again, finishing, moving upward in the nursing world. And my oldest son, been a drug addict for, over 10 years. His whole 20s were riddled with drugs. You know, heroin, amphetamines. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not a person who hasn't been there and done that. My son, I'm so very proud of him now. For years and years and years, I've waited for his recovery. And it's here, guys. I think in September it'll be 2 years that he's been clean, out of jail, working at a warehouse, has benefits. And so I've waited for years for this. He was almost 6 years older than the next son. So that's Michael. And so Ricky and Matthew watched his teenage years of drug abuse. It started with pot, alcohol, and then oxycodone, grandpa's, you know, medicine cabinet full of narcotics. Yeah, so that's how that started, getting in with people that were doing the same. And I cannot, yeah. He's had many friends overdose and get murdered. And so again, this is a blessing, guys, that he is in recovery for almost 2 years. I'm just grateful that he did it. And he'd been in rehab before, but obviously you have to want recovery. You have to be ready for it, and he was. So keep him in your prayers and in your heart, because it's a scary thing knowing that you have a son out there who at any moment it could be the last. And I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding at all. So voila. I did not ever think that I would have a child as a drug addict, guys. That is one of the hardest situations a parent could be in, with wanting to help but being manipulated. And I just cannot, I can't begin. So I am blessed right now. I'm truly blessed for my life, for my family's life. Alright, so I went ahead and put concealer on my eyelids. And I can't remember. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead today. Let's do CC cream. I think I said that last time and I put VFX on, but I meant to say CC cream. I get squirrely when I'm on here because I get a little nervous, you know. I'm not like this perfect, you know, makeup artist. I'm far from perfect, but every day I do it, I get better. And I try to keep my, you know, again, mind open to learning. So for sure. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take this, go ahead and put some on my sponge here. I'll put a little bit here. And I'm just gonna come on in and I'm gonna blend it in. Again, this is the color Light in CC Cream. And that stands for color control. If you have red undertones like me, this is such a great foundation. It is not a full coverage. It's medium coverage, but you can build it up if you need and make it full coverage. You could use it as your base and then put a full coverage over it. If you wanted to put 2 coats, you can. But the coverage, regardless, is amazing. It's just amazing. Farmasi is in Turkey. And they follow Dr. Tuna's golden rules. Dr. Tuna was the doctor who, back in 1950, when he got his license, his medical license, began formulating products to help people because he was a servant as well. Cough drops, medicine, topicals, and he had a love for beauty. And so over the years he formulated different products, and they you know, again, they were sold in as he made them for other companies. And then Farmasi was born in 2004, and voila. So they were retail for a while, and then in 2010 they jumped into the direct sales world. And boy, oh boy. So they were initially in Turkey, and that's where they started, and now they are in 26 countries, guys. And in September, Farmasi is launching in both Canada and Mexico. Right now, within the US, Farmasi has cut their starter kit price in half. It's $9.90, guys. So if you are in the least bit curious about, you know, starting your own business, now's the time. Come join me. I started in your place, not knowing a thing about this industry. And it takes time. It's a learning process. But oh my God, the benefits. And again, when I say it takes time, it could take a few years, because you are building your business, your customer base. You're finding others who want to come with you and join and helping them, you know, again, start their business and move forward. It's just nothing but good. Nothing but. So again, if you're curious, hit me up. Let me know, say something in the comments, or send me a message. And I'm serious, guys. It is your time. Come and join me. And I would love it if I had someone, you know, again, that that lives close to me to come on board, because I don't have anybody close to me. I had my upline was in North Idaho, and she decided to go with another company. So I was rolled up to the vice president of the company. And when I say vice president of the company, it's the person within the U.S. who is the highest ranking, guys. So let me tell you about the training that you get. Every day you get training. And you really have to participate, and you have to learn. You've got to open that mind up. So I have come a long way. I am ready to get you going. I missed out on Miami. I couldn't afford to go this time. They just had a retreat. But I'll be darned, it's the last time that I miss out on an event. And they were kind enough to give us the materials for the training. Whoops, I just pulled out my earring. But they were kind enough to give us the materials for that training. And who does that? Who on earth does that? So my success is your success. Everybody's successful when we all succeed. And so if your crown is tipped, I got your back. All right, now just gonna come through and smooth this out. I found a new trick, guys. I just like to come through with this kind of a flat sponge and just, it's not wet. Okay. And just kind of smooth it out. And it picks up any excess makeup that is left on your skin, so there's no streaking or anything. So great trick. It is a great trick. A couple. I'm real particular about my nose, and I've got large pores that I don't want to see. Voila. Again, this is CC cream. Make sure I don't have any more. And I just used a flat sponge. I sprayed it with this Be-Fit setting spray, and I just again picked up any leftover foundation that was on my skin. So again, just getting started here, guys. I've been kind of a chatty Cathy here today, so hope I'm not on here for too long, but you know, that's the way it is. So say hey as you come on. Give me some love. Tell me what your favorite 4th of July food is, and write it in the comments. Is it corn on the cob? Is it hamburgers, hot dogs, potato salad? What tell me what your favorite holiday food is. 4th of July holiday food is. I've talked about my macaroni salad and the love that I have for it. And nobody in my house will eat it. So, yeah. So, I don't make it very often anymore. I used to make it all the time. But it gets old when your children and your husband won't eat it. And it's not bad. It's just that, like, husband is so picky. Now the kids are so picky because they have his trait. And I'm not kidding. I'm not like, I'm a little picky. There's things I will not eat. I will not eat fish. I just cannot. My stepmother, okay, this is why, guys. So, my stepmother was Ecuadorian, and she, we lived in Los Angeles, and she used to go and take her kids and her mother to downtown LA, where they had all of the, like it was the alley. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, but so they had this big long alley, and they sold lots of dupes and clothing and like fake stuff, but it's what it was known for, dupes, but nice stuff. I mean, you know, so she would go down there. We would go sometimes, but she would go down, and then they would stop and get these cocktails, like, and it wasn't shrimp, guys, it was squid and octopus, and so I just, and it was kind of like rubbery. I mean, how could they, and shark, you know, how could anybody eat that? And I had not, I mean, this is a stepmother, so I wasn't raised like that. I did not have that, like, acquired taste. But then she would cook fish, and we would be forced to eat it. So that's where, yeah, that's where my hate for fish became. We used to go to San Pedro. We used to go and buy fresh crabs, and they were live. They were really fresh, guys. They weren't sitting in a tank for days at the supermarket. This was San Pedro, the pier, where they had live everything. So they would put them in this bag, and again, when you're a little kid, things can be traumatic. So anyway, so they would be moving around in the back seat, or it was in the station wagon. We had this town and country station wagon back then. But so they'd be moving around in the bag, and we'd go home, and she would boil water, and I know this, you know, they screamed when you're, you know, 12, 13 years old. You know, the crabs, they make a noise when you put them in boiling water. And some say that it's not pain, that it's like a sound from the air, you know. But no, that was traumatic. It was yucky as a kid. It was like, and then they would work so hard to break the crab up and to get every little bit and piece of crab meat. And I hear it's delicious, but no, I can't. That's PTSD for me, honestly. So that's where my fish trauma began, just like that. So let's go ahead. Let's do some eyes. Farmasi has this going on right now for, oh, is it $20? $21.90, $22.90 again. It's a red, white, and blue eyeshadow palette. Okay. And we'll just go ahead and do some kind of look here. Let's figure this out. Say hey as you're watching. Hey. I was thinking that I would do red underneath, and then blue, and then white in the center. I think that's fair. Because I'm wearing blue too, so since we're talking about 4th of July. Why not? Why not? And I think I'm just gonna go light today with it, and then come back another time and do a heavier 4th of July look. But I'm going out for a walk, so I don't want to be too full of makeup here. So we'll just do it light today. Let's say hey as you're coming on. I'm just kind of blending, blend, blend, blend. Again, we're gonna go for this palette today with red, white, and blue. I think I'm gonna put the red under my eyes. Okay. So just a little bit of an easy look from this palette today. Again, that is the white color. Go ahead and do this side. Using my finger because the shimmer applies better with your finger. You could foil it on with kind of wetting your brush and going that route, but I like it better with you know, just using my finger. So okay. And you just kind of come in. Maybe put a darker color on that outer area here from another palette, from the Glam Up palette, Noir. We'll call that Noir. Where's my brushes that I want? Okay. To give me some depth. Make it look darker to make my eyes, you know, look youthful, more youthful by pushing it back. Another little trick. So again, it worked. Looks like my eye is pushed back. Say hey if you're watching. Let me know what your favorite 4th of July food is. Corn on the cob, hamburgers, hot dogs. Do you watch the hot dog eating contest over 4th of July? Can you eat like 75 hot dogs, 100 hot dogs? Oh my God, gross, gross, gross. Okay, and I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that in. A little bit of youthfulness. I am going to put a little bit more of the white on my eye though, because I've done all right. And now, guys, we're going in with the red. Let's put that red underneath. I will do some blue eyeliner. That's pretty cool. We used to have this dog when my big boys were small, when they were young. And the dog's name was Starsky. And he was a poodle mix. And he was our fire dog, guys. We had to like lock him up on 4th of July because he would grab the fireworks, he would grab the fountains and like stomp it out. He would singe his tongue and his like whiskers, and he was just crazy about fireworks. He would just bust out the front door to get to the fireworks we were doing in the front, you know, in the street in the front of the house. He was crazy. And so we had to lock him in the car one holiday. It got so bad. That's dangerous. But it was hilarious, honestly, but it was scary because this dog was so crazy about fireworks. And this was a dog, and this is one of the reasons why we have our 3 doodles, because we love that dog so much. He was so smart. One year we went on vacation. We went to California, to Disneyland, and Pat's friend was supposed to come over and feed Starsky, and he did, but Starsky got out. We lived on a busy street, and Starsky for, gosh, a week stayed in the yard under like Pat's van because he got out. So yeah, so we came home and we were greeted by our dog in the front yard that had been loose and out for a week because he was, you know, he got out. So anyway, this dog was just great. He was just great. So that's why we got doodles, because we love their behavior. They're so smart. And now I'm having this huge problems with my dogs now because they think that they're human, and we can't get out of the house right now. We cannot get out of the house without them waiting at the door, pushing their way into the garage. Does anybody else have a dog like that? So yesterday, so they just really started becoming more aggressive with going for a walk, you know, going bye-bye. We don't, and when I start getting ready, then they know it's time to go. They think it's time to go. And so yesterday, well, it happened on the weekend. It happened to Pat. So they did that. They were really bad. And so, and he was like pissed. But yesterday they got in the garage and got in the car because we were going to leave, and it took us half hour just to get them back out of the garage into the house, and so we could leave. And again, this is our ink liner in number 3. It's blue. It gives you, allows you to be really steady and detailed. And again, it is in the color, it's like just a regular blue. There's 2 blues. Well, there's 3. There's one that's like a teal green blue. That's the teal green blue. It looks like that. And there's brown, black. What's the other blue one? Oh, here we go. And then this is royal blue. So again, black, brown, and then these 3 blues, and these go on amazing, guys. They're just amazing. You do have to store them down. I've had, you know, I've left the lid off on accident, and they will dry out, so you have to be really careful with how you store them. But it's like a felt tip marker, and it just, I mean, your makeup, your eyeliner goes on nice and smooth. It's great stuff. Great stuff. Spend all this time waiting for that second chance, for a breakdown and make it okay. When I was in college, in my second go at nursing to finish my RN, I took some voice classes, and I joined the jazz choir, but guys, I had no self-esteem. I couldn't even do that. And then that's one of my other passions, is singing. So I did slowly come out with my singing. I'm not a great singer, but I feel like if I was young and I had some guidance, that maybe I could have, you know, had some more education. Music for me is an antidepressant. Music has lyrics that, for the words that you can't find, I don't know. It's just amazing. It changes my mood, helps me feel better. Kind of like my dogs. My dogs are an antidepressant as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and put some mascara on. I am going to use a bronzer today. I don't have any of that on yet. But so here's the eyes. Definitely a different color, and I always comb my lashes. It just gives a better outcome with the mascara. I feel like singing a song that just comes to my mind. You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag. I don't even remember. So we used to sing that on 4th of July before, I think. Can anybody remember that song? You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. And I can't remember. I can't remember. The brain is getting old. Alright. I could actually put some white liner. Let's try that. Let's put some white liner just here. Just a little bit. It always turns, it always gets the eyeliner. I should have done this first, but oh well, no biggie. Just kind of, it'll bring my eyes out more. Just that tad bit of white eyeliner. Amazing stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and get some mascara on. Again, I need to know what your favorite 4th of July nummy is. Is it dessert? Is it barbecue? Is it alcohol? Been there, done that. Is it corn on the cob? Potato salad? Mac salad? I just love food. I love it all. Baked beans. We had to go out and get Pat another barbecue last week because his Traeger took a dookie. It's got a burned wire on the back of it, so he's got to figure out how to get that fixed. And in the meantime, we have this other little barbecue. I think we go through barbecues every couple years, like 2-3 years. And this Traeger, I think we got in like 2018, and you know what Traegers are, they're expensive barbecues. They're you put the chips in it and you plug it in type of thing. It smokes, it grills. I mean, it's a big deal. And he's actually kept that really, you know, he kept it covered and cleaned, and it's lasted that long so far. But yeah, there's something going on with it. Maybe he says maybe a fuse, but so in the meantime, we got another barbecue in the backyard, right beside it. So I'll probably have to push him, get it fixed or get it out, you know. Otherwise, a year will go by and I'll have a broken barbecue that's huge, still sitting in the backyard. Sometimes men have to be pushed to do that kind of dirty work. Over the years, Pat's really gotten better at, you know, just chores, I guess. So I know that when I grew up, my dad always mowed the lawn on Saturdays, edged it, pristine lawn. And we lived alone without a mother for years, and I can't remember, like, really having to clean. We didn't have a dirty house, but until like the girlfriends came along. When the girlfriends came along, then you know, we were kind of like forced to clean. And he had this one girlfriend, her name was Anita, and she was just a bee. Boy, she was a bee. She was older than him. And I really hated her. She was, you know, she just would go to the, and I'm just being real, guys. You know, this is just part of my like childhood. But on Saturdays, she would go to the beauty salon and get her updo that would last her a week. And so she was already like needy, but she was just mean. She was mean. She was real mean to my little brother. And especially like cleaning, would kind of like force us to clean. I mean, we, you know, again, chores are chores, and we teach our children that, you know, they have to do chores. It's part of life. But you know, when it's not your mother and she comes in, and yeah, that was just the beginning. So I must say that I have learned with my children is, you know, they have to do chores. They don't like it, but you know what? Over the years, they have learned to clean their room. I mean, you know, it's just something that you do. But when you don't have that mother in the home for years, no female influencer, if that makes sense. I mean, it's hard. It's hard when you have somebody else coming in there telling you what to do. It was, it made me hateful. I resented the ladies in my father's life over the years for doing that, because we weren't their children. I had a lot of resentment, and it does all stem from not having a mother. So, but you know, I think I've raised my kids pretty good for not having that experience. And that's really hard to, it's really hard to say. No mother experience. And, you know, how do you raise your own kids? But I did, it's alright. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the bottom lashes here. And again, I'm gonna go out for a walk. I guess I'll just have makeup on. It's alright though. I think I'm running out of mascara. Gotta open me a new one. So say hey if you're coming on. How's your Thursday? I saw on the news that there was this apartment building, condos in Miami that went down, collapsed. Like, oh my God, horrible. I've seen they had the video on CNN. Like 100 condos. I don't know if it was like 12 stories high, but collapsed down. That's horrible. Horrible. And how does that happen nowadays with codes and scary, scary, scary. Guys, I can't believe it that my dogs have not barked. I don't remember them barking in this live. That's like a miracle. Because they're all sucked out. Well, 2 of them. There was a 3rd one in here. But they have been quiet. Wow. Wowza. Alright. So this was the Double Lash Extend Mascara. Yeah, and it's amazing. Alright. We're going in with this Sun-Kissed. This has been delisted, and they have another bronzer that I have been using, but I need, you know, I gotta change it up. So, and actually, let me do a little something here real quick. I'm gonna just put some of the face perfecting powder here. Okay. And then let's go ahead. Use that brush. Okay. All right, on back to the bronzing here. And again, you will see how much, look at the, how thin this side looks with just that little bit of bronzer or contour. And then again, under here, giving myself some definition, guys, of my jawline. And then let's go ahead, and do this on my big old forehead. I definitely, so anything that we darken, again, we want to be pushed back or sunk in or smaller. So I do have this monster forehead. And so this really helps. All right, so then I'm going to take this brush, kind of give me a little bit of a line there. Noses are hard for me because I got a funky nose. I got a sun-eaten nose. The sun has eaten up my nose. Okay. So there we are with the contour bronzer. We're gonna still do a few things. Okay. Voila. And I hate to have that. I feel like I can see this fine line here. Just blend, blend, blend. So I just have this big monster, big mileage forehead. All right. Let's go ahead. Let me fix my brows here. We'll put some brow mascara on. Okay. Let's go for that. Brow mascara right here. This again is great for lash extensions. And I have some brows that are thin and sparse. You know, when you're 16 and you use neat on your eyebrows, I think there's an everlasting, a life-lasting effect from that. And I did that, guys, when I was 16. Alrighty, we'll say hey if you're on. Let's go ahead. Let's put a little bit of highlighter on my brows. And I'm going to use this white one here in the middle. Just give me a little bit of lift to elevate the eyebrow. Again, it helps with looking youthful. Okay. Again, it has elevated my brows a little bit. And then another thing I'm going to go ahead and do is just add some right here. that little bit of bling in the inner corner, a little bit of pop. All right, blush. Let's go in. I'm going to use, let's use this color in the 3-in-1 palette today. Let's use the blush that's in there, that 3-in-1 palette. Okay, a little bit of color on my face. And again, I'm kind of going in an upward motion with the blush, just like I did with the contour. We want things to be kind of pushed back, so again, that gives us that youthfulness. All right, and a couple more things here. I'm gonna put a little bit of highlighter there, just a little bit of highlighter. Okay. And let's see. A teeny bit just on the nose here. All right. Lips. How about burgundy? Well, let's see. Yeah, let's do that one. Why not? Let me find a lip liner. Okay, so that's more. I know I've got a red one here. Lip liner everywhere. All right, is that the same? No. So the last one I pick up, guys. So if you need lip liner, amazing. Farmasi's lip liners are amazing. The colors are gorgeous, so you can wear them if you wanted to. You could just wear them as a lippy. But so let's go ahead. I'm just gonna put. I'm almost out of this lip conditioner. I have a brand new one to open. It's the revamped formulation. It's got shea butter in it. This one's more vitamin E. But shea butter's amazing in regards to being, you know, smooth and soft. So, all right. My lips are crooked. I had an injury when I was in 2nd grade, so my lips are I was split right here, so I have this V right here. I have no pigment. So I have to draw it on. Just like for years I drew on my eyebrows, and oh my god, kind of a sight to see. Thank God for first going to Ulta and getting them shaped and learning how to draw them on correctly, and then getting them microbladed. So these darker colors are not forgiving either. And I do not have young skin. Actually, let's do Red Love. I haven't used Red Love in a long time. I think I may have only used it once. Alright guys. So this is Red Love, and this is, I don't remember the name of it. This is a new one, number 8. It's like a burgundy. And so these, again, are kind of the new releases for reds here. So we're going to use the Red Love today. And this one has been with Farmasi since I've been with Farmasi. So always amazing, always. All right, here we go. Ooh. Gorgeous. Right here. And this is Red Love. Just trying to make it work. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that because I got no lip. So all right, one more thing I wanted to do for this look. We were gonna catch how light in your eyes. Okay. Making the most of a little time we have. Alright, so here we go, final look. Again, I used the, that's not it, the heck am I thinking? I used the red, white, and blue palette, guys. It's available through Farmasi, and check that out. So I think next time I'm gonna do a little bit more red up top, but again, you could make different looks with this 4th of July palette. Definitely make different looks. So again, Farmasi's starter kit, guys, is half off. It's only $9.90 right now. That gives you 50% off of your products that you purchase, and then you make 50% commission off of your sales. And that's just, you know, again, the bottom of the barrel. As for the comp plan, Farmasi has the highest paying comp plan within all direct sales, guys. There's nobody that pays better. They are #1 for highest paying comp plan. Also, they're number 30 out of 100 for the highest or the fastest growing direct sales companies. I mean, that's enough, you know, to say, oh my God, come and join me. I will, again, get you started. I will help encourage you. If I can come out of my shell, if I could put fear aside, if I could become courageous and come on here and do this. If you knew me before, I did not leave the house without my makeup on. I didn't leave the house without my hair done. I had that low of an esteem problem. I had very low self-esteem, very low confidence. I've lived my life in a frickin' shell, and Farmasi has helped me to come out. It's helped me to feel good. It's helped me to be able to teach others that they too can come out of their shell. Everybody's beautiful. This is just an aesthetic, and it really helps one feel better. It helps you, it all around. So final look. Let's get together. You want your discount? Oh my gosh, we got new products coming to July 1st. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon. I'll be back.